Hello everyone, this is Johannes.
And this is Cinema.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are taking a look at Coming of Age.
Yeah, this is a new upcoming Spiel release that we was sent from the publisher. Thank you so much for that. If you are going to Spiel and you see us there, we would love to see the secret sign because that makes us happy. And of course, if you want to come say hi, please do. We want to talk to you. But today, we are talking about Coming of Age. This is a new game about growing up. Some of these games are all about like living your whole life, like The Pursuit of Happiness, for example. This is about going from a kid to a teenager and getting ready for being an adult. That's kind of the theme. The player who's got the most
life experience.
It's not called that. I think it's called like something else. It's not called. It's called like we. It's something else. I don't remember the name of it. No, because it's victory points. You want to get the most victory points, which is experience of some sort, important experience, and the player who has the most experience in life will be the best adult. Is the theme here, and then they will win.
Yeah.
Or else, as we used to say, you want to get points, do Euro stuff, and try to win because winning is important. Of course, we're going to talk about the theme a little bit in this one, but as always, we're more about the mechanics of a game anyways. Before we talk about anything else, I'm going to give you a brief overview of what you do in the game. This is an action selection game, but the actions you choose will kind of be chosen for you with a die. In the beginning of the game, when you're a kid, you only have a D4. Because you maybe you're 4 years old, I don't know. And then after that, you're going to move on to greater things. You will have D6s, you will have D8 and a D10. What this actually symbolizes is the amount of actions available in the game. We have set up not completely because it's not a rules teach for when you have the D6, which means 6 of the actions are available, and after you've done 2 turns with that, you're going to unlock 2 more. So the D8 will do 3 turns, and 3 turns with the D10. So let's say we are at the beginning of the round. I will roll these. I will place them out on the actions that are marked with the same number, and I will choose where I want to go. Let's say I want to go here over to the 6. I will then place an interest cube over there and take this die back. Because when I place that interest cube, it shows I really wanted to be at home. I really wanted to be at home and relaxing, but I didn't choose to do that. I went to play sports instead. And I already had some interest over here, and I'm going to take those back, and I'm going to move my interest track, and I'm going to get the bonuses for that. So if you choose to do things that you were interested in earlier in the game or earlier in life, and of course it's an abstracted game, because you will only get to do one thing each year.
Yeah.
Like in real life, it's like, oh, you chose to stay at home? No school for you this year. So of course, it's an abstractment of how it works. You will move on some tracks over here, getting bonuses. If you bounce on the bad side, you will get some negative things. If you bounce on the top side, you will get some positive things. And then you will continue on because the bus is going to arrive. Like the bus makes that sound. Oh. And the bus is going to move on the road, I think, not on the pavement.
Oh, that would be
very bad. And it will stop every place. There is either somebody has left their presence, not like a ghost presence, but like, I don't know, thematically. And you will get to do that bonus. And of course, if you have a die there, you will get to do the bonus. And you will also be able to pay some resources to either place a presence, so you will get a bonus there every round, or to do the action on the memory card that is up here. You'll get some victory points, get to do some bonuses, and get some of these memory tokens that you can use to move back and forth on tracks. There's other tracks. If you can't do anything, you could play a parent card. And in the beginning of the game, you're probably going to do this because you're a kid. And you don't have any memories, you don't have anything, you have to rely on your parents. So you will play a memory card that will give you a bonus, and sometimes those can be as good as doing something else. So sometimes in the game, you're just like, I really want to play that, even though I have memory and I have things that I can do other things with. You're going to continue doing that. These are going to move. It's a pretty sweet thing. And you're going to do that for 9 rounds. Obviously, you're going to score some points. Every round, when you unlock more actions, there's going to be a new track that evolves or that's available, a new memory token that's available. Continue doing these things. You will be playing traits that will score you points. You can also complete other people's traits with these mirror tokens, and there's multiple ways to get points throughout the game, and at the end of the game you can score final scorings that you had from the beginning of the game, 1 for each trait that you have played on your player board, and at the end of that the player who had the most points will be the best adult. And that's the game. Let's talk about it.
It has a pretty simple gameplay loop. You're kind of doing the same thing every round. I like that the more you go into the game, the more options you have because you have more dice out here. So you can be like, oh, when you unlock these D8s, for example, you suddenly have 3 options. And then you have to be like, okay, where do I want to go right now? There's ways to mitigate the luck that I like. But also, what I do like is that even though it's a simple gameplay loop, you kind of feel like you're evolving in the game because of these tracks, for example, that will be unlocked during the game.
I really like these tracks. They're kind of like their tricks. They have a thing in the rulebook that says what they are, like they're bored to enthusiastic and all of these things. Anonymous to famous, sedentary to active, all of these different things. And when you move on them, you will get an instant ability. But if you stay at the top, you will have a passive ability. It's very hard to stay at the top. And it's not like it's always best to stay at the top. For example, the sedentary one, it's very nice to be sedentary because you will get more friends. In this game. That's how you get friends. And I really like, you kind of touched on it, that you can mitigate, because this is how it works. Let's say I roll these 2 d6. I get a 4 and I get a 3. And I don't really want to do that. I really want to do this 6. Let's say, for example, from the example, I have two of these interest cubes there. I really want to go there, and I can. And I love the name of this mechanism because I can get frustration tokens, and I will get to do it. So in a game, I don't like luck in games that much. I get frustrated when I'm unlucky, and in this game, I can use that frustration for good. Basically, I take a frustration token, and I place it on one of the tracks that I don't already have a frustration token on either side of the track. And what I want to do is that I want to flip this around and place it over there. Because now, let's say down here, for example, if I bounce down there, instead of losing 2 points or getting a frustration token, I will get 4 points instead and get that frustration token back. So it's negative, but it's a great way of getting points if you're pushing for that left side of the tracks. And I really enjoy that.
Yeah, the frustration tokens, they are bad because if you reach the top with a frustration token there, you don't get the bonus, which is really powerful. You want the bonus, but if you manage to, as you said, flip it, that can actually be something that you really want. Sometimes I would get a frustration token on purpose because I wanted to flip it, for example.
How do you feel about there is a lot of symbols in this game. First of all, let's talk a bit about the artwork. Edu Wallis, who has done the artwork for this, has lately been pretty hot as an artist. I feel like we've seen this art. Transgalactica just did it. I feel like more and more games. How do you feel about this artwork?
I really like the artwork. I feel like the little symbols for the tracks here with the dice, those are really cute. But the artwork on the cars is, I think they're wonderful, basically. And also, there's a lot of symbols in the game, and the first time I played it, I was looking a lot at the symbol reference, but the second time we played it, I looked at that very little. Like, already from the second game, I thought that most of the symbols were very clear.
So far, I haven't played a live simulation game that makes me very excited. And much of the reason for that is that they're very thematic. Maybe the gameplay isn't that good, like Pursuit of Happiness. I see that the theme is fantastic, but the gameplay is not that exciting to me. And it happened in CV, it happened in a couple of other ones, where the theme is strong, but the gameplay isn't there for me. And I think this is the other way around. I feel like the theme is here, but one of the things they have done is to make everything language independent. So it's not like, for example, these traits. This is supposed to mean something. Like this is supposed to be a trait that you have. And if you don't go and look at the name of that, you will never know. I don't care when I play because this is 3 points for doing this thing. That's what I want to know. And when I play that, I also get to score one of my scoring tiles at the end of the game. That is what I want. But if you are heavy into theme, maybe you will not like that so much. With that said, I care about the theme in this game.
Yeah, and I think it's a wonderful theme for a game, and I think it's fun to see because, as you said, some of those kind of games with these kind of themes hasn't clicked with us before. But I think, as you said, making it language independent maybe takes from the experience for somebody who really is all about the theme in this game. I would say that I agree with you that the dice, the luck in this game doesn't bother me as much when I have ways to mitigate it. And also you have some other luck in this game as well, and that is because to get more of these goals, these 4 you will start with, and you can say that some is luck, but you really have to make decisions depending on what you have here, because you know this from the get-go, from the first thing you do.
And you don't need to score them all. Like, there are other ways to get those points.
Absolutely. But these goal what you call
trait
these
tiles.
trait tiles, you will draw randomly, and you might get something that really fits you. But I will also say that it's smart to maybe draw more than the minimum amount you need to score if you want to have your options open.
I will say that the variability is decent in this game. There is like four of each of these goal tiles. Like, this is a D, this is a C, and so on. So you'll get one A, one B, and one C, and one D every time you play. There is some variability, but I will say that you will do the same kind of thing each time. And the game is not very interactive, I would say, either. It's not like, oh no, you did the thing. Maybe in a multiplayer game, if I really wanted this one, because always you're going to have like a set collection of these cassettes. And maybe I will be like, oh no, you got that card, and then the card that doesn't fit me will come up. But it's not like an interactive game at all. This is a medium game. And we're over into like who you think is going to like this game. And if you like medium games, I think you will like this game. If you like the theme, and if theme is your most important thing, this might not be your favorite because of that. But again, if you are heavily into theme, you will find theme. Because when you're looking for a theme here, there is a lot of theme. And if it's very important for you to find out what these traits are, you can look it up and you can remember it. I enjoy the theme here. I think that many people will. If you hate rolling dice, you're not going to like this game. But I feel like there is a lot of mitigation. So if I know for the last round, I have to do this specific action, for example. I will work so I know that I have 2 spaces for this. And I know, because that's going to be -6 points, but maybe I get to flip one. And even if I don't trigger it to get 4 points, I still get not a -3 point.
Further frustration.
So I'm trying to always have my options open. And if I lock myself, that's kind of my own fault. If I'm in a position where I don't have any way to mitigate, then I will have to ask myself, do I really need to do another action now, or is it okay to do this for now? And I will, okay, because this bonus is pretty good, so I can do that, but I don't get to do that, but I have this good parent card, and I can play that. So if you're looking for like a medium heavy Euro game or a medium Euro game with a lot of nice decisions, I think you'll like this game. You want to do some final thoughts?
Yeah, I like the decisions in this game. I like trying to see what I will do for this round and not having like a clear idea, but rolling the dice and be like, okay, that's not too bad. I could do that. Or, that's maybe not actually good right now, but I could place an interest token there because later might be good for me, and then choose another action. And I like mitigating, or managing, basically, these tracks and using kind of the bonuses you get, like the ups and downs of these tracks, the movements, to fuel my, it's not an engine, but fuel my strategy. So I like to see, okay, if I move on these 2 tracks, I will get these 2 bonuses. I will also get this power, for example, and if I then get to activate this card, I will use these power, and then I will get that bonus, and that is crucial. And next round, I will have that cassette available, and that means that I can score that 1 goal. For example, here you need purple, but maybe you need a yellow. Or you could be like, okay, but I can use that cassette for the ability and then do the thing that I'm planning for, like long game. Then I can work towards getting this goal done. I feel like this is a really good mix between long-term strategy but also tactical decisions, trying to utilize the resources you have available for you at that time most efficiently. I also, if I'm going one step up, I'm looking forward to play this game more, because this will move one step further each round. I think next level is trying to see what kind of bonuses I will get out of the
end of the game.
Yeah, like the presence tokens for all the game, and trying to plan even more ahead. I've not been able to do that yet, but so far I'm looking forward to play this more. I'm going to give this a 7.5.
Coming of Age, I think, is a fantastic game. I think that I liked this the first time I played, but I liked it more and more. I feel like this is just like, it's just very fun, and it's very, I'm not gonna say cozy. I don't think cozy. I think it is just like, it's very warm in a good way. Many games that give me that kind of feeling are not that fun to play. Like for me, they're too light. This game isn't too light. This game has many very interesting decisions. This game makes me happy to play. And it goes pretty snappy. The decisions are interesting. The decisions are fun. I enjoy everything I do. There's like almost nothing I don't like about this game. I'm gonna give this an 8.5. I think that Coming of Age is one of the better medium style Euro games I played in a long time. And it does things in a different way, even though it's mostly moving on tracks. And I like moving on tracks because every action you choose is basically moving on tracks. This is moving on tracks, the game. Again, because many Euro games are that, but because of the theme, and I enjoy this, the moving of this, that the bonuses change every time. I enjoy that you get another track and you get to try to do that. We didn't even talk about the friendship.
Oh yeah.
You get friends, but when they are your level 4 friend, to get them into the intimate friends, you have to have a special bonus and try to get all the way down there and get a lot of points. It's very hard, but very rewarding when you get there. I think there's a lot to explore here. I think it's a great game, and that's going to be the end. We hope you enjoyed this. If you are going to Spiel, you can check it out. If you don't want to check it out, there's a lot of other games, like 1,000 other games you can check out. Hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Cinema.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.